Standing here looking at it, and I'm just like this part. I'll do like that. I like that. I do like this white one, but this is my issue.
Create another irreparably damaged human being through neglect, but after she reneged on her end of the bargain, Apollo retaliates. Sure, technically he'll represent the bargain, but
Okay, now this, yes, okay. Happy New Year. I hope you all had time to share in the new year together. We had a really nice new year at home all together. It's been so many years since we all had like New Year's together. And by the time the new year came, we were like, yeah, cheers. We were drinking sparkling pear soda. My mom, she was like, should we have something like, you know, nice to share in? And everybody's like, no, we just want to go to bed. And it's so like she had bought like, you know, fancy I don't know, not champagne obviously, but you know, like some form of that, and we're like, no, just sparkly pear soda. But it was really nice. She had made turkey dinner, and turkey dinner is not traditionally ate at in Sweden, but my grandmother, she always made it for the 12th day of Christmas, like that's like the last day of Christmas. We haven't had it for many years since she passed away, so we decided to make it for New Year's, and it was really nice. So we did that for New Year's. My Albert, he had a vet appointment just before Christmas, and he got he got a shot. I have been remembering the name. I've been telling everybody, like my family members, what it is, and now I cannot remember. But he got a shot for his allergies, and a few days later, he has been fine, knock on every word, and he hasn't been itching. Well, he has been itching, but like normally. He normally does this thing that is quite very charming, where his itches like in his ear, and then he sits down and he looks at his back paw, and then he licks it, and you're like, yeah, that's cute. But I hadn't realized he hasn't done that in such a long time, because of like he has been itching because the allergies, whatever the allergy is, and the other day he was doing that, and I was like, oh, he's back to normal, my little boy. So he is feeling a lot better, and that is feeling very, very nice. Uni, she's in heat, so we're back to to segregating all the dogs. Albert and Uni, they are together because Albert, he has his anti-boy vaccine, I like to call it. So he has absolutely no interest in making babies with her, whereas the 3 other dogs that we have that are male, including Sven, who is 6 months-ish, he has realized the body has a lot of instincts. He doesn't really understand, but he is getting, the body knows what to do, so to say. So the petite boys are segregated, and Uni and Albert are here with me today. Albert is just underneath the desk, and Uni, she has taken the sofa in the studio. And you can see the door is open, so they are walking back and forth. They're not really kind of moving quite a lot once they've actually settled, but you know, I like just having them so they can move about. Yeah, okay. And I think that's all the stream I had. I was going to say it's time to go back to work. It is the 2nd of January, but I have been doing quite a lot of work in these days that I haven't been filming, which has been nice, but it would also be nice to have it on film, sort of. But the things I can sort of prove that I have been doing is I've been making paint. I have not made big batches, but I have been making paint. I've been really tired after, but it's been nice. And I think because I haven't been doing like the filming and editing, and because there has been so many red days that we don't get mail, there haven't been any to pack orders. I'm going to do that now. I've been able to just do this and nothing else, so that's been really nice. So I have my workbook here, and these sort of pages get glued together. Let's see where we started. Okay, so we did Ellen, and that was the 11th. So I think I have that. That might be on a vlog, I don't know. Then I did Arsenic, Popular Demand. And then Aster, we did that the 20th. And 27th I did Esserine. Akhenaten. On New Year's Eve I made Isolde, which is a lovely warm yellow that gets almost orange when it's full saturation. And this one is quite saturated because I didn't water it down as much. So, okay, and you can tell the book is getting nice and worn, and you get all of these fun edges start happening. It gets really, like, the beginning, they look so clean. Like Ereker, it looks so almost perfect, but we're starting to get some fun edges going on here. Anyway, so that's the second workbook on the go. And yeah, like I mentioned, today I want to do packing the orders that have come in, and then I think I want to start wrapping up the colors. So Ellen, which was a few weeks ago, looks really nice, and like I'm ready to start wrapping. It is always depends so much on the quality of the pigment and the binder and the situation in the studio, but since I got the air heating pump, it has been a lot drier here, and I do also have my dehumidifier. I don't want to dry them too quickly, so we get this sort of situation where they just dry and crack. But Ellen is looking really nice, and I know it's a really popular color, so that is one that I'm wanting to see if we can start getting out. So yeah, that is my loosely start of the year plan. I think I would like to sit down and do like a proper plan, but for now that's where we are going to start off. So I'm going to start off by clearing my desk and getting the orders ready. So yeah. So it's all packed, but I encountered quite a lot of stuff that I wasn't too happy with. Now, in the in between days, I just opened the shop, and I haven't really looked at it because, you know, I haven't been shipping stuff. But I keep encountering stuff being sold that I don't have. And obviously it could be my fault that I haven't updated the inventory. And this is the thing, because I have this, you know, I'm not all there every time, you know. That's the thing with chronic pain. You do get these lovely things that we call brain fog. But I'm like 99% sure that I have gone in to either to like deactivate these items that I don't have, that have come up before, because this is not the first time that these specific listings have been purchased but they're out of stock. For example, my washi tape I have a washi tape that is black with black stars on it, but that one has been sold out for a long time, and I can swear that I sold one during the autumn and I was like, oh crap, I don't have this, so I went in and deactivated the listing. And today when I was packing, like, it was only 5 orders, so it wasn't like that much, but it was that was one order where they had purchased 2 washi tape. One was that one with black stars, and I was like, that's so weird. And it still says like I have 5 in stock, and I'm like, but I don't. And I can almost swear that I deactivated the listing like months ago. Obviously I'm doubting myself now, because if I did that, it shouldn't come up again, right? The same thing with Ellen that I just talked about, that I was like, I think it's ready to be wrapped. Luckily it is ready to be wrapped. It did look really nice. It's one of my best batches of Ellen. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but it still says I have 3 in stock, and I could have sworn that I deactivated them during the autumn, because I did not have that. Like, they sold out. Like, I could have sworn, like, during like my last sale, like the Black Friday sale, when I had like 50% off everything, I sold out of Ellen. And now there was someone who bought a full pan, and it still said I had 3 in stock, and I'm like, but I could have sworn that they sold out. They had that red marking sold out during the autumn, during the Black Friday sale. Like, luckily now they're ready and I could just whip it out and wrap one. But it's just so weird. And like, the thing is, I'm doubting myself so bad right now. Like, maybe I just noticed that it said like I didn't have it and I didn't do anything. But I've taken it as a routine. If I come across an item that is sold out when I'm packing, like, okay, say if I'm packing and it's the last one, I put it out. So this time someone purchased the last of Vincent, so I pulled it out and I put it on my desk to make sure it was listed as sold out on Etsy too. Like, that's how I do. When I come across, I double check before I start packing. It's just really weird. I don't know. I have heard some other things, not this specific one. I haven't looked up this specific one either, but I had some videos coming across during the Christmas season, where they talked about a different thing where they had changed stuff and then it actually didn't go through on Etsy. That was something to do with the shipping prices, but I'm wondering if the issue there was that they had changed something and then the change didn't actually go through. It could be the same here, because it's the same principle. Something has been changed and it hasn't gone through. I just get so annoyed because obviously, like, it's annoying when stuff isn't right, but it's also really annoying for the customer. Like, they have bought this, and I can only imagine that the way I buy things is that I sort of weigh the stuff that I want versus the shipping price, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I really want this, but if I buy another thing, it sort of makes up for the shipping price. And this person who bought 2 washi tape, like, maybe they had like, well, it's not worth paying shipping for one thing, but if I get 2, it might be worth it. I don't know. It's really annoying not having control over these kind of things when you have your own business, because Etsy do what Etsy do. And also, I'm just looking here, like, I've been selling sample dots. So you can, so when you order something, I just send my business card with a sample dot like attached to it. But I've had these sample dots, so you can buy the ones I have. But I am 110%, like, I am super sure that before Black Friday, I removed the sample dots, and they're active right now. I can, like, I know I removed those because I was so sick and tired of them. Because I was like, I'm not going to make more to have to sell. I'm just going to make to have and like give us freebies. So how is that? Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway. I have packed the orders anyway. So these are all done. I have also been really good and written a little postcard to my cousin. It's her birthday. Well, it's actually her birthday tomorrow. But it won't reach her tomorrow, obviously. But I've actually, and she's home right now. She's in Gothenburg right now. But I'm going to send it to her other place, like where she studies. So I'm going to send it there, so it will be like a little surprise when she gets there, hopefully. So yeah, my plan right now, all these plans, I'm going to head into town, drop those off. I'm going to also, I need to buy computer paper or printing paper, because I need to be able to print out the orders. This post-it note is bad. I need printing paper. And my brother is home, so I'm going to ask if he wants to go too, because he usually wants stuff in town too. So yeah. Hej! Kan ni komma ut? Ånger. Nej, inte ångra sig nu. Amelia. Ja. Ja. Ja, men går du och ät? Jag har lagt ut jättemycket till dig. Ja. So there is a little bit of sun. Oh, he wants us to go. And I just want to point out, I am wearing, you know, granny stuff on my shoes, but it's real slippery. The water is running. The little man is barking. And Albert? Hey? The one day in forever when it's not raining or snowing and there's actually sunshine, he wants to be in the only field we have that is in the shade the whole day. Yeah. But because of the weather, I don't need to wear a jacket. I can just wear my sweater, and that's pretty nice. But yeah, I do have really issues seeing because it's just white everywhere. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, but yeah. So we're going to be outside for a bit. Then I have a digital care appointment. Fancy. And yeah. Tomorrow I also have a care appointment. I actually have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I will need to take the car. So I'm really hoping the roads are better tomorrow. I mean, it's not my first winter driving. It's just like when you haven't been driving in a while and the roads are so slippery. Like, it doesn't matter how good tires you have or how good control you have. Like, you end up a little bit wrong, you just slide off, you know. Anywho, we're going to be outside enjoying the sunshine. So.
Cute. And I'm very proud of my bowl, which is a bit wonky. I'm very proud. I spent about 2 hours this morning doing that, so I want to do some more stuff this weekend.
Okay, so it is Friday morning. I'm just unpacking my own package because it came back, and I'm just going to see if I can find but yeah, so I'm going to send a note to Anna, and I'm just going to double check the address. Let's see what it says here. It says it was unclaimed, so maybe it wasn't the address that was wrong. Anyway, so I'm going to send a message to Anna and just double check the address. However, I do have a handful, four other orders to pack this morning. I know it says on the Etsy banner that I package on Sundays, and that's sort of what I'm thinking, like that's a guarantee. I send it out officially once a week, so it will be packaged on Sundays. It goes first thing Monday, because the post doesn't go Saturday, Sunday. But I'm heading into town soon, so I'm going to package these up. I don't know why I'm starting recording now, because I'm obviously not focused on anything. I'm heading into town to see my doctor. Last time I talked to him, he said, congratulations, you got post-COVID. And I said, I have said that like 4 times, and every time you have said no, so why have you changed your mind? I'm going to phrase it slightly differently. But also, we have had really mild weather this week, so everything is ice because it melts during the day and then it freezes at night. And today it's snowing, so I'm holding my thumbs that I will get out on the big road okay. 11:10 and it's 10:02. Yeah, I need to hurry up if I'm going to make that time. On the other hand, I'm always so like, I always want to be on time, I do, but it gets me really annoyed because I'm always waiting at least like 15 minutes after. Like, if my appointment with the doctor is at 11:10, then I'm always I need to wait at least like 15 minutes, always. And I'm like, why do you schedule me at that time if I need to sit and wait 15 minutes for you to read something? Anyway, that's not what we're talking about now. Yeah, I'm not going to film me packing because it's a mess. And yeah, all of the orders are small, like small number of orders. I'm thinking like 1 to 8. Oh, it's someone has ordered a lot of stickers. Oh, and this one is 21, but I think they have just ordered a lot of different stickers and washi tapes. Yeah, okay, sorry, bad clip. I'll be back soon. I'm just here to finish off the vlog. I had some grand plans after the New Year's that didn't really happen. I have not been feeling very well, but c'est la vie. It's not like I'm keep thinking that every new year will be different. I don't know why you would think that I would think that. Anyway, it's been a lot, and it's not like anything new. It's not some groundbreaking change. It's just hard. I think a lot of it is due to the weather. And I know a lot of people talked about the weather. It's not really unusual weather we're having, even though when you're watching the news, and this has annoyed me so much, so I'm just going to talk about it. So, the news in Sweden, I think it was like just after Christmas, it started to get really cold, and we had some storms coming in, and I don't remember the names, but they were fancy foreign names. And they're like, it's coming a storm, we need to be careful, all the trains have been cancelled and all of that. And I'm like, I think it's good that they talk about it, like especially during like the Christmas and New Year weekend, and also to the 13th day after Christmas, or the 12th day if you celebrate like in different 13th day is like a bigger celebration here. So I think it's good that they bring it up if it like a lot of people on the road back and forth. But it's not like there's anything groundbreakingly new about getting cold weather in January. Like, it's not. And they had this amazing segment on the news where they're talking about all this cold air and the winds coming in, and the train had been cancelled and all of that, and they interviewed this I think she was, I don't know, 50, 60 maybe. I think it's so hard to tell these days. But like a middle-aged woman on town, and they were like, what do you think about the weather? And she was like, I think it's the same as every year. And they had done this huge thing about how bad the weather is right now. And she was like, yeah, but it's the same as every year. And I was like, yes, it is. And I get that newspaper and TV channels, they have to do stuff to make you interested, so you keep watching or keep buying or the newspaper or whatever. But the matter of fact is, now, for someone who has been born and brought up in Sweden, I can tell you the weather, yes, it has changed from when I was little. I'm 31 soon. But still, December and January, it's always cold, okay? Especially in January, we always get these storms coming in with snow and ice, and it keeps snowing and melting and snowing and melting. And right now it's just like pure ice on the road. And it's really dangerous to drive on that, yes. But it's not different from any other year. Anyway, with that being said, mentally, I'm that lady on town who's like, yeah, it's the same as every year. However, my body or my nerves or neurotransmitters or whatever, they are like the young reporter screaming that the weather is changing. So, yeah, I can never predict. Like, if I'm starting to feel pain, I can never feel like it's because of the weather. But if I do feel pain, it is usually, like if I get a lot of pain or I just get really, really tired, it is usually later on I can see that it was the weather. I just wish I could know before, so I could be like, you know, that cool person that like, it's going to snow now. I have no idea. So yeah, the weather has been, it's just like, it's normal winter weather. The only like awful part for me personally is when it keeps changing. Yesterday it was -10. Today it's just freezing. So it's just like big numbers going up and down, and that is just hard. Also, uni, she is in heat. She's like prime heat in her season right now, and we have 4 male dogs. So yeah, there's a lot of feelings going about right now. Albert, I think, is the one feeling the least. He has his anti-boy vaccine, as I like to call it. But so I have had those 2 together quite a lot. But now when she is like peak, she will not let him go. Like, she really wants to, you know, make babies, and Albert is like, yeah, nah, but she is like, oh yeah, you're the only somewhat male here, so you have to do it. And Albert is like, yeah, nah. So but if I have counted right, it should be over like within 3 days. She should start stepping down. I really hope so. I have unofficially been diagnosed with post-COVID as the main thing why I still have a fever. And I was like, yeah, color me surprised, you know. So I was at the doctor. He's like, I think it's post-COVID. And I'm like, yeah, so did the female doctor 2 years ago. And he was like, yeah, well, I just wanted to make sure to go through everything so it wasn't anything serious. And I was like, okay, well, I understand that, but now I have this and there's no treatment for it, so I'm just supposed to live with fever. So yeah, so I'm going to go back soon, I think tomorrow or someday this week, I don't know. I need to make an appointment. I have made a mark here to take some tests, but they need to be directly in the morning, so I can't have breakfast. So otherwise I could have done it when I was there last week. So yeah, there's still some things we can do. He is going to send me to a fat clinic. That's not the official name because you can't say fat anymore. I mean, that's what it is. I'm fat, but we're not supposed to use the word, so whatever. But you know what I mean. So I'm going to be referred to this clinic. I'll guess I get accepted because apparently I'm really, really fat or obese. And I'm like, yeah, well, you tend to get that if you can't move a lot. And I also think that because I'm so stressed, I've added on more weight. And I can also tell a difference from, I kind of blew up, especially like in the face, when I took the big cortisone treatment. That was a year ago, yeah. And it hasn't fully like gone down, which is, yeah. And I think it's sort of like, I don't really, like, I am a lot bigger than I was before I was sick, before I was diagnosed. Like, I got diagnosed with fibro in 2014 or 15. I think 15. And apparently I don't have fibro anymore, so I'm not really sure. But that's another thing. And when I got diagnosed with fibro, I was at my lowest weight and the most active I had ever been. And I still have, like, that's still like what I am struggling with the most, apart from the fever, which is hard. But like the body pain and the tiredness and like the aching, that is like what I was told was the fibro. That is still the main issues. And yes, I have gained a lot of weight, but it's the same issues that I've had for the past 10 years. Well, longer, but since I was officially diagnosed. So I was like, I can get that if I had gained a lot of weight and then started feeling a lot of pain and tiredness, I would definitely like, okay, it's because I've gained a lot of weight. But it's the same amount of pain, and the tiredness, well, the tiredness is more, but I'm going to say that that's the fever. So anyway, I think that's my long story, pretty long. So yeah, we're going to do some more tests to send me to this clinic to hopefully lose some of the weight. Not really sure how to do that because I did do a pain managing school where we did work, where it was like you went to the gym with a special routine that was personalized, and they were like, yeah, we can't aggravate or do stuff like what did they say, because of the fever they didn't want to like put strain on the heart, so cardio and walking and that kind of stuff, because apparently it's not good for the heart to do that if you have a fever. So what do you think I should do? Anyway, that was a rhetorical question. So I'm going to do that. That's the next step. Very anticlimactic. I kind of hope it is post-COVID with fibro as a base, just to be able to like just move on and start to do something, because these past 2 years that has just been taking blood tests, waiting, taking more blood tests, waiting, doing other exams, EKG, I've done ultrasound on the heart, different I don't know what they're called, like different scans. I had to do, what's it called when you get the camera up your butt? Yeah, I got to do that too. X-rays, MRIs, and all of this is with a lot of blood tests, a lot of waiting, and not getting anything really back, and just keep waiting all the time. So in one way I hope this is it, and I can just like start finding like a plan moving forward. And at the same time I'm like, so we're just going to take what's the easiest and not talk about all the pain I had before the COVID and that is still here after I don't know. Anyway, that is update from here, and yeah, I will have Ellen and Vincent back in the shop right now. They are done and wrapped, and yeah. I'm not sure how I will do the vlogs moving forward, but I'm thinking like bi-weekly is a pretty good setup for now, and hopefully you think so too. I don't have a lot going on, I don't get a lot of orders, I don't produce as much paint as I used to, but I do still like having these vlogs, so hopefully that's okay. I'm hoping to share more of what I do like on my desk, like just a painting, and not like serious, but just like having fun sketchbook stuff and that kind of. I'm also wanting to do more acrylic paintings now that I have finished my big, like the big paintings I had left over, that I'm really happy with. I have a few others I would like to start, and I have a few canvases that I'm feeling like I don't mind painting over those, so I think that might be something too. So yeah, I thought this was going to be a really short clip, snappy, to the point, easy to edit, but no. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And yeah, I hope to see you in about 2 weeks.